But we keep complaining about how things work, and that the issue, Darryl, is that the realtors were the ones in charge of enforcing the rules.
This episode is brought to you by Shrubs.me.
We got a communist hostile takeover of the Real Estate Council of Ontario.
Communist
Sure, the
takeover?
government just came in and said, all right, you guys are
Enough's
no longer
enough.
regulating yourselves enough. We're coming in there. We're doing it the way that we think everybody wants it for the good of the people.
Hold on a sec. So was it like not governed by the government before?
No,
It was it.
it
That
was
was
it,
just,
they followed legislation, so they were there to, I guess, enforce the provincial legislation before it was the Real Estate and Business Brokers Act. Then it became the Trust and Real Estate Services Act. So those things were
run
what
by a
RECO's,
private company?
not by a private company, just by an organization that is, deemed to be a representative of the real estate industry, right? So it's the registrar, it's how the licenses are given out. Like they had the, I guess, authority, but there was not somebody actually in the government who worked there, right? It wasn't like a political thing. And so now basically it's a political thing. And they're just like, whoa, we're just going to take this over. So that's a big deal. That's a major
Uh,
change because we
it
all
doesn't
kids,
sound very different to me.
but we keep complaining about how things work, and that the issue, Darryl, is that the realtors were the ones in charge of enforcing the rules.
Right. You put
So
the
that became
realtors.
so they're like, do we really have to change this? The whole Tressa thing, when they introduced Tressa, that was like they were slipping in all sorts of things there to help the realtors, but really they were like, we're just here to help the people. We just want to make sure the people's transactions are got more clarity. But we also need some personal real estate corporations, and we need to have, all the things that we wanted as far as realtors go to be able to make the things, financially better for realtors,
Well,
ultimately.
well, let's think this through because I think that, a board of directors run by a bunch of developers could probably run, planning a hell of a lot better. Or just, run themselves better than the regulators, right? Like if you put a bunch of developers in charge, this thing would be grooving right now, right? We would find a great system, but like what would happen?
Sure.
Right? Same thing that happens
But
when you put a bunch of realtors in charge of a
and
bunch
and
of
things were grooving.
realtors,
Things
right?
were good. Were good for a long time for
Things
realtors.
were
So this
grooving.
could be major change. There could be some serious implications for the bad guys. The
For
people,
the
the bad
bad guy.
players.
Hmm.
Absolutely.
But you got
Absolutely.
guys taking stances now online where, there are people out there going, now's the right time to buy. Things are about to take off. And, you don't, because they're so desperate right now. And then there's guys out there going, fuck you guys who are saying this on Instagram, right? It's like, what the hell's wrong with you people?
Yeah.
It's so weird because now picture this. You know the way that like these platforms work right now, and you get more of what you're interested in and more of what you're looking for, right? So if you are constantly watching videos that like now's the time to buy and real estate's great and like go 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 and like your whole
Yeah.
feed's full of that, right? Because there's plenty of people out there saying this shit.
Yeah.
You're sitting there like, how can you trust anybody right now,
Well, speaking
especially in
about
this market?